What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're coming at you with a video of this new wired e-bike that I just purchased. Now I'm really excited about this bike, guys. This is a powerful e-bike. It's one of the best deals out there. If you're interested in powerful e-bikes, well, this one might be for you. So let's open up the carton and get started with the assembly. Well, they packed this thing pretty good, guys. Look at this, it's double cartoned. All right, this is what it looks like just coming out of the box. Looks like everything's tied up and safe, no damage. Another box there with some small parts. Let's get started with the assembly. Okay, with all the protective coverings taken off of the bike, you could see how the bike is sent to you with really a minimal amount of assembly that's required. Basically, all you need to do is put on the handlebars, drop the front wheel into the forks. Comes with a quick release front axle, right? Put the fender on. You got to put the pedals on right here, and the bike even comes with a little touch-up paint if you need it. My bike was shipped to me with absolutely no damage on it, so I'm really pleased about that. So let's get this thing assembled. Everybody, so here's the completed bike. Let's go over some details on it. 60 volt 20 amp hour lithium LG cells, 1200 watt hours. Charging plug and USB port behind this little flap here. Hang tie geared hub motor, steel reinforced gears, 1000 watt rated, peaks at 2000 watts. 40 amp controller. Electro hydraulic disc brakes, 180 millimeter rotors, high temp ceramic brake pads. Full color display, twist throttle. Front suspension with 120 millimeters of travel. K-Speed 261 750 pound rear shock adjustable. Front and rear PVC fenders standard. Shimano 7-speed thumb shifter. 52 tooth chainring, single-sided guard. Chaoyang 26x4 fat tires. Upright BMX handlebars. Rear rack can handle 50 pounds of cargo. Okay, a few more details. Factory's got this bike rated at 33 to 35 miles an hour when fully unlocked. But guys, it goes faster than that. They're claiming 60 to 80 miles on a battery in pedal assist 1, but probably not for a 200-pound rider. Not likely to get 60 to 80 miles, but I'm sure it's got good range. I said earlier, 100 newton meters of torque out of this thing when you have the display set for maximum power. This bicycle weighs about 77 pounds according to the factory. Seems a little heavy, but to tell you the truth, for a full fat tire bike with suspension, I think that's pretty light. Maximum rider weight is 300 pounds. And like I say, you can throw 50 pounds on that rack. So that thing's pretty sturdy. The bike is fast. Let's go take it for a ride. Well, there you have it, guys. This is one serious bike. Turning up speeds of 40 miles an hour is just amazing. It impressed me. I didn't think it was going to go that fast. I figured it was going to top out around 37, maybe something like that. But she turned 40 miles an hour, and to me, that's shocking on a bicycle. It feels like you're riding a motorcycle when you're riding this thing. But really, guys, there's a lot more to this bike than just speed, because this is a very well-rounded bike. There's a lot of components on this bike that make it a good bike to ride in a lot of situations, not just going fast. And the first thing that comes to mind is this rear suspension. This rear suspension is excellent. It works very well. My other bikes are hardtails, right? So this one, after getting on this one with the rear suspension, I'm never going to buy a hardtail again. This is an excellent thing to have on your e-bike, a suspension, particularly one that works as well as this one does. Some other components on this bike that are really well thought out is the 52-tooth chain ring. Okay, I've been on bikes that have 42-tooth chain rings. I have another bike that's got a 48-tooth, which isn't bad, but that 52 enables you to pedal assist up to about 25 miles an hour, maybe 26. So the people at Wired really thought this thing through when they put some of these components on this bike. The front suspension, 120 millimeters of travel. This thing really soaks up the bumps. When you're riding on this bike, you're floating on it. You hardly feel any bumps in the road, going up on sidewalks and things like that. You don't feel any of that kind of stuff. This headlight, okay, this LED headlight, I rode this bike last night, and that headlight is very bright. So I was pleased to see that. It's one of those other components that come factory on the bike that you don't have to change. You don't have to upgrade it. It's a good light to start. Some other things about this bike. The BMX style handlebars. Okay, they're raised up nice and high. My other bikes, the first thing I had to do was get a steering knuckle to raise up the handlebars. And not the case with this bike. Wired Bike already figured that out. They have these handlebars nice and high, so the bike is comfortable to ride. This saddle is comfortable. Many of my friends, they tell me they buy a bike, the first thing they have to do is change the seat. Well, I was very impressed with that seat. That seat is comfortable. I'm not going to change it. It's good just the way it is. The drivetrain system, 60-volt battery, 40-amp controller, 1,000-watt geared hub motor. We're getting, you saw from the speed that it peaked watts at over 2,200 watts. I mean, this drivetrain is really putting out some power. So there's another thing about this bike, this rack is rated for 50 pounds. So you can, load up a lot of cargo on this bike. This bike is rated for a 300-pound rider. So if you're a large person, this is a good bike for you. Some other things I can say about this bike. These tires, these knobby tires, the Cow Yang tires there. They're knobby tires. So on the pavement, any knobby tire is going to make some noise. But these are not the noisiest knobby tires I've ever experienced. I've been on other bikes. I have other bikes. These are the quietest knobby tires on pavement that I can say that I've experienced. One really big thing about this bike is these Tektro hydraulic brakes. This bike stops on a dime. It's nothing like I've ever ridden. And I've ridden quite a few e-bikes, guys, and this one really impresses me in every way. Now, the speed of this bike going 40 miles an hour, that's fast. And the torque hit that you get when you are going slow, when you just you crack on the throttle, it's going to take off on you. You have to hold on. You have to be ready for that. Now, for some people, that may not be suitable. But the bike is an excellent bike. So what you can do in a case like that is just go into the settings, go to the C5 setting, and drop it down to, say, take it off a level 10, drop it down to 7 or maybe 5, or just get it wherever you're comfortable with to get the power delivery that you like. So really, guys, I don't have anything negative to say about this bike. This bike is excellent in every way, from speed to comfort to handling and everything else that you can imagine. It does everything well. And for $2,000, I don't see that anything can beat it. So if you're thinking about getting this bike, you got my blessing. This is a really good one. So she's a great bike, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll catch you in the next one.